a hard-fought win, but it's a win, a good win really, especially when you take into account the back four. Can't really describe it as makeshift, can you? But there's only one
listen,
that's been...
this is why we have the squad that we're trying to put together, is because that we know that we've got players that can come in and be a starter. Like I said on Tuesday, any one of our squad at the moment would be a starter at any other club in this league. And that's not being big-headed, that's a fact, is we got players here and they've shown again today. People like Max, who hasn't played regularly, has come in today and put in a solid performance. Jimmy slid into centre-half and put in a solid performance. Jimmy was only 50-50 before the game. So, it shows what the character's about. Rob's gone in and done exactly the job we know he can do. It's not his favourite, but he wants to be in the team, so he's happy to put a shift in out there for us. And Joe's come in today and showed some quality, the quality why we've brought him in. He's a quality footballer and he's going to make us stronger again. So, there was never a concern about missing one or two with illness, injuries and other bits and pieces, because we know that obviously there are teams that are like today. They were really up for the game. They made it difficult for us without us creating too much and them creating too much. It was always going to be down to things like set pieces. Now, fortunately for us, it's gone for us today, and we've got on the end of one, which is nice. Makes a nice change. The big fella's got his first goal for the club, and we're delighted for him. So, but it was always going to be a tough game. Always, whether the pitch has been left this way deliberately, I don't know. But like I said, the grass is quite long, and it was bobbly when we came here last time. So we knew what to expect. So so like I said, but we can't have excuses. We got to put a shift in every time we play. And we've done that, and we've got, like I said, it could have been another one or two at the end with the chances we've had. But like I said, I thought it was a real, roll the sleeves up type of performance, and we've dogged it right through until we've got our breakthrough. We've got our breakthrough, and then when it opens up, then you like to think we can keep the ball, and we did that as well. And again, on not a fantastic surface, but we've managed to keep the ball in good areas and see the game out in the end.
A bit of a heart in the mouth moment when Harvey slipped in the first half, but he recovered well.
Yeah, it was a bit of deja vu, because obviously he made a little bit of an error last time we were here, and when it happened, fortunately for him, the striker had a little bit of, probably had too much time to think about it. But again, credit to him as well, because he got back in there and he made a good stop, and then second half he's made a couple of good catches under immense pressure and managed to get his hand to one or two. So yeah, listen. When keepers make mistakes, if that had been an outfield player, no one would have brought it up. The fact that it was a keeper, and obviously it always leads to a chance or a goal inevitably. Today it didn't for us, luckily, and like I said, it didn't go in, so we moved on to the next one.
And he made a decent save in the second half.
Yeah, he made a good tip over. Yeah, but like I said, listen, he's there to make saves. He's our first line of attack and our last line of defence. And I thought he had a steady game again today. A couple of times I might be asking him to be a bit more dominant in the box from set pieces, but when he was called on, he did his job. He kept a clean sheet.
Jamie Willits got, as you mentioned, got his first goal. I guess it was only a matter of time before he actually got his head onto the end of a corner and got a goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he attacks the ball really well. It's about putting the ball in right areas. We obviously had a discussion at the forum last week about putting things in areas and getting. At the end of the day, when we play some teams, they are big sides, some of them, so it's difficult to get that movement. But today he showed his power and his strength at both ends of the pitch. I thought defensively he was immense, and certainly in the box he got us the breakthrough that we needed, and it's nice for one or two others to chip in. So I'm glad for him, because it was a good performance, although the lads are querying why he went down with cramp in the second half. So I think there's a fine going around now for that one of ours has gone down with cramp, which is not usual.
And that man John Mills again on the score sheet.
Yeah, fantastic finish. Yeah, good move. First time we put a couple of passes together. I think the zip off the grass caught the defender out a little bit, and John does what he does best by putting the back of the net. And like I said, apart if the keeper hadn't made a great save towards the end, he'd have had a second one as well. So like I said, it was a proper roll the sleeves up performance. Everyone grafted, everyone worked hard, everyone closed down. I thought our tempo to close people down was excellent, especially second half. And like I said, I think we got what we deserved in the end.